Man, what's good with the people, man? You know what I'm talking about? It's your partner, man. Who? It's your partner, man. You know what I'm talking about? How is y'all doing on this multiple miles Monday, man? You say multiple miles. What are you talking about, bro? Oh, we gonna get into it, but before we do that, what's good? People like hee hee ha ha. You know what I'm talking about? Ken in the pen, man. All my folks incarcerated, man. All my folks on the bottom of that thing. All my folks on the top of that thing, man. Keep that head up. You know what I'm talking about? Keep pushing. We gonna get through it to get to it, man. You know what I'm talking about? Did I say Ken in the pen? I don't know, but if I didn't, go get that stick up in stores now, man. You can go and get you one off of 76 MacArthur Giants liquor is what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, man? You can, 82nd Hillside Barbershop. You know what I'm talking about, man. I say somebody put them in their stores in the hundreds. Thank you, young man. Now you know, because I tell you every morning, but just in case you don't watch me or you forgot, you can come get them from me. You know what I'm talking about? Did you see them? You know what I'm talking about? Also, now we have Funkadelic Trying. You know what I'm talking about in the stores now. You know what I'm talking about? Make sure you call one. But if all else fails, and I mean if all else fails, you know what I'm talking about, man, you can go and get one of them things off of Amazon. Make sure you copy a hardback, man. Go and get you one. You know what I'm talking about, man? Uh-oh, what's that? You know what I'm talking about? Swing that finger, you know what man. You know what I'm talking about? Here you go. You know what I'm talking about? Rev him up, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Rev him up. Gotta hold on, man. I almost told you gotta start the tank, rev him up. Bring him to my rev him. Worldwide ISC, man. You know what I'm talking about? Worldwide Incorporated, man. You know what I'm talking about? Worldwide. You know what I'm gonna say, bro, what does that mean? I'm gonna continuously tell y'all it means everybody, man. And Dugu, Fresh, Mike, Lil Rue, not Lil Rue, Lil Rue. You know what I'm talking about? Tata the player, that's who comes next. Same thing, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? Everybody on the bottom of that thing, everybody on top of that thing, man. Keep that head up. You know what I'm talking about? Keep pushing. We gonna get through it to get through it. You know what I'm talking about? Now let's get through these disclaimers. But before we do that, Mama always says, boy, brush them whiskers when you on TV. Even if they got a hole in them, you know what I'm talking about, man? Even got a hole in them, you know what I'm talking about, man? Where they? Oh, I almost forgot. Coffee chronic. Let's get through these disclaimers, man. Not good brother like myself, good brother like myself. I don't promote no drug usage. Good brother like myself, good brother like myself. I don't promote no drug sellers. You know what I'm talking about? Good brother like myself, good brother like myself. I don't promote no alcohol consumption. You know what I'm talking about? Don't take a sip of the civics. You know what I'm talking about? No, man, don't do it. Good brother like myself. I don't promote no crime. Good brother like myself. You know what I'm talking about? I don't promote no violence. You know what I'm talking about? Good brother like myself. I don't promote no domestic violence. Keep your hands off the people. People. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Don't. You know what I'm talking about? Promote. You know what I'm talking about? No, negativity. No, man. No, man. You know what I'm talking about? Me, man, I don't promote shit. You know what I'm talking about? They was talking to me, bro. I don't promote shit. You know what I'm talking about? All I promote is y'all go ahead and do what you're going to do with your time, young ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you find the right thing to do with your time, young ladies and gentlemen, because we just don't know how much of it we got, young ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm talking about? But a good brother like myself, you know what I'm talking about? I ain't prejudiced, nah, man. Good brother like myself, you know what I'm talking about? I ain't got nothing essentially different, man. No, man, good brother like myself, you know what I'm talking about? I ain't got that against the little people. Nah, man. Me, man, I ain't got nothing against nobody. You know what I'm talking about? They was talking to me. Man, I just love me some everybody. You know what I'm talking about? As a matter of fact, I'm on a quest. You know what I'm talking about? Bring that peace. You know what I'm talking about? That joy. You know what I'm talking about? That love. You know what I'm talking about? That love. Back to YouTube community, man. You with me? Come on over here, fuck with your partner, man. I check it out, man. I come fuck with nigga one time. You know what I'm talking about? Man, what's good with you, man? You know what I'm talking about? How is y'all doing, man, out there, man? You say, bro, what did you talk about today? What I said was multiple miles, man. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to everybody who in front, but still talk behind your back. And Yeah, I see. Fuck, he also. Multiple miles, man. This motherfucker gonna be all over the place, man. You say multiple miles. What are you talking about, bro? Multiple miles. You know what I'm talking about? See, I keep telling you, depending on how long you live, man, your miles are gonna speak for you. You know what I'm talking about? Once you up out this motherfucker, man. You know what I'm talking about? Now, I don't know where your miles then took you. You know what I'm talking about? You ever hear a motherfucker say you couldn't walk a mile in my shoe? Some of them people ain't lying. Some of them people ain't lying. You know what I'm talking about, bro? You couldn't do it. You know what I'm talking about? Some people just done had a harder, longer walk than others. You know what I'm talking about? But multiple miles go like that, man. You know what I'm talking about? And this ain't gonna even be no long one, man. Because we living in the days of the instant success. You know what I'm talking about? We living in the days where, like, you can get overnight street success. You know what I'm talking about, bro? Like, you ain't even got to put no work in. You know what I'm talking about? You can just come down. It's like views and, you know what I'm talking about, likes and shit and all that shit right there. You know what I'm talking about? That's almost like miles. You walk, that shit means something, I guess. You know what I'm talking about? I'm just here to tell you that shit don't mean shit. You know what I'm talking about? Man, you ain't gonna get over on, yeah, I don't know what you gonna do to her. You ain't gonna get over on me like that. You know what I'm talking about, bro? This shit is multiple miles, man. See, I come from the era where you had to put in work. You know what I'm talking about? You had to earn your respect. You know what I'm talking about? You couldn't earn respect on no computer. You know what I'm talking about? That ain't how you got no respect. That ain't how you got popping. You know what I'm talking about? All this shit right here. No, that ain't how you did it. You know what I'm talking about? I come from the era where you had to, you know what I'm talking about? You had to leave your footprints in the ground. You know what I'm talking about, man? Like the Hollywood star, man. You know what I'm talking about? I come from the days right there, man. Multiple miles Monday it is. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes that shit good. Sometimes that shit bad. You know what I'm talking about? But some of us got too many miles on us. Hey, you get what I'm saying? And that's what's fucked up. This is a little bit off touch. This motherfucker gonna bounce all around. And I just seen two friends get into it or whatnot, right? And and it was weird. It just went to me like motherfuckers understanding be weird. You feel what I'm saying? But I just seen two partners get into it, and it was like I guess they had been, you know what I'm talking about, childhood friends or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? But then something happened. Y'all know how that shit be. A motherfucker, or you deem a motherfucker get to acting funny or something, or say we cool, right? And we just to kicking it. Then out the blue, like you just, I ain't gonna say you act funny or whatever, but just out the blue, nigga, you go do something else. You feel what I'm saying? Say we kicking it over, we making moves or something. Okay, this is the perfect way to explain it. We making some moves. You know what I'm talking about? We making some moves. You know what I'm talking about? Then all of a sudden, you find somebody else to make a move with. So we ain't making moves no more. So you then went on, you know what I'm talking about? The grass was greener on the other side. You know what I'm talking about, man? It's all that shit right there. You feel me? So then you go over there and the shit don't work out. You know what I'm talking about? Then you come back and still, you know what I'm talking about now, you still act like we got an old solid relationship. You know what I'm talking about? After you done already hit the eject button. You know what I'm talking about? You done already breached the contract on the friendship. You know what I'm talking about? Now you done hit your ejection button. Now when you went over there and that shit didn't work out, now you done came with just a hobbling back looking for friendship. You know what I'm talking about, man? And I just see shit work like that now, man. And it's fucked up. It's fucked up. Man, I was trying to figure out the lady name, man. Some shit came across my feed the other day, man. I don't know if it's always Tam Tam, but it's somebody in a group. I don't know if it's I don't know, but it's one of the sisters, man. But she said something about fumbling the bag. And she was like, man, y'all be talking about the bag, be money and all that. And the bag ain't got nothing to do with that. Y'all be fumbling people that's irreplaceable. I said, ooh, go ahead, sis. You know what I'm talking about with your bad self. You know what I'm talking about? Go ahead. Man, she said something right there, man. For real. And I think we do that on these multiple miles. You know what I'm talking about? See, multiple miles, like I say, that shit could be good or it could be bad. You get what I'm saying? It just depends on what you done did in your multiple miles. You get what I'm saying? You might have multiple miles of bullshit. You get what I'm saying, man? It ain't no telling on this multiple miles Monday. But that lady hit a point like a motherfucker, man. If motherfuckers do, y'all be talking about the bag, like money or whatever. You say motherfuckers be fumbling valuable people. You get what I'm saying? And a lot of people just fuck they shit off for nothing, man. You know what I'm talking about? And I don't even want to say it's weird, but like in just today's, you know what I'm talking about? Nephew, sis, old man, old lady. But in today's time, man, it's like a bunch of weird ass tactics that just get squeezed in the battlefield, don't it? You know what I'm talking about, man? And it be weird like that. You know what I'm saying? Coffee Chronicles. Because we living in the days of the instant success. We just living in the days like the old microwave. Everything is just instant. You can get instant respect. Not, you know what I'm talking about? You get everything is just instant. So it's like we don't value people. You get what I'm saying? Because everything instant. Like you could have been knowing this motherfucker for 50 motherfucking years. You know what I'm talking about? But they friendship don't mean nothing to you if you can go over here real quick and get a picture with Tom Cruise. You know what I'm talking about? It kind of work like that now. So motherfuckers really don't be valuing nothing, you know what I'm talking about? Because we living in the days of the instant. You know what I'm talking about? Instant replay. They need to bring that one in. Flag on the play, man. You know what I'm talking about? Since we live in the world of instant, they need to bring that instant replay in, don't they? You know what I'm talking about? Man, that man foot was in bounds, wasn't it? God damn, man. God damn. Nephew, sis, old man, old lady. You know what I'm talking about? But on this multiple miles Monday, man, you know what I'm talking about? If you live long enough, you're going to have something up under your belt. Now, what you do with them is on you. Now, what you do with them is on you, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like I say, man, we just live in the world of the instant. You know what I'm talking about? Nobody, I ain't going to say nobody. You know, bro, come up here with a few blanket statements to sell, you know what I'm talking about? But, like, just in today's age, time and age and shit, man, it's like the popular thing to do. You know what I'm talking about? It's just all that instant shit. It ain't really no hard work. Because what we showing everybody, like, you could be an overnight success. You know what I'm talking about? So it's like everybody kind of going that route. You get what I'm saying? Which is cool if you want to go that route. You know what I'm talking about? But just like in real life, a lot of shit don't work like that. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you might hit it. You know what I'm talking about? Go on with your bad self. I see you, man. But like, just in I don't know, it might work like that now. I'm just talking about some days, like, ain't nothing ever been instant. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't know. You know what I wish they was passing out back then, though? That, like, when you do your time, you just do it instant. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you go in there and just come a walk through. You know what I'm talking about? They ain't just never, they gave some niggas some instant time, right? They gave some, right there, you got all your time, right? But, like, a nigga ain't never been able just to do that shit instant. You know what I'm talking about? It'd be cool. We could turn that like the 25 years just went instant. When they're like, you know what I'm talking about? I'm back. You know, it don't go like that though. No, it don't go like that. They'll give you that shit instant. It's gonna take you a long time to get it up off you though. And multiple miles Monday go like that, man. Cause we gotta realize as people, we drive our own car, man. So you drive that motherfucker to where you want to go. You know what I'm talking about? Unless you done got carjacked. You know what I'm talking about? I know a few people ain't got carjacked. You know what I'm talking about? But you drive your own car, folks. You know what I'm talking about? It's like, you know what I'm talking about? Like you an independent contractor, you gotta fix your own shit. You know what I'm talking about? You drive your own car, folks. So the miles you put on that motherfucker, bruh, your hands is on the steering wheel. You know what I'm talking about? You might not. But like I just be coming across something, you feel me? Now I'm talking about me. I just be coming across something, bruh, and it be like more. I'm looking at shit. It just seemed like people are Like they almost trying to blame you to where they drove to. Coffee Chronicles. Them your miles, man. You know what I'm talking about? You drove with it, it's your car. That's where you wanted to drive to, man. You know what I'm talking about? That's you over there parked. You know what I'm talking about, man? Ain't no, you did that on your own, man. But back to like I was talking about in the beginning. You know what I'm talking about? In the beginning. You know what I'm talking about? Like that friendship and shit. Like how that lady was saying, you will fumble valuable people and not caring. It's like once again, we living in that instant world. So it's like, I done told y'all this for however long I've been up here, man. You know what I'm talking about? Like, it's hard to find good people out here, folks. Coffee Chronicles. I'm talking about friends, family members, a nigga, a bitch. You know what I'm talking about? Just like it's hard to find good people, man. Cause we living in the days where a motherfucker can go viral off your embarrassment. Coffee Chronicles. The instant shit, you feel me? A motherfucker can get somewhere with your mishaps and shit. You feel what I'm saying, man? So we living in them days right there, man. It be cold, Tony. You know what I'm talking about? And if you ever just thought about it, and it's been this way for a long time, not just in these things, like most of the time when you end up funking with somebody, y'all used to be friends. You know what I'm talking about? And I just always came to a conclusion. That's why it's just not that good to have that many friends. You know what I'm talking about? But most of the time you be funking, it just don't be like no strangers. It been motherfuckers that like really y'all used to be dogs. That's my dog. And you know what I'm talking about? It'd be some shit like that. And that should be dangerous. I'm telling you, man. Everybody know where everybody know everything about everybody. You know what I'm talking about? That be some cold funk right there. I'm telling you, boy. That's when it's just time to go. Like, hey, you got to remember you got to remember y'all friendship and everything y'all told and showed each other. You know what I'm talking about? That's when it be time to tell you that should be dangerous right there, boy. Dangerous. You get what I'm saying? Everybody just know everything about everybody, man. You done took motherfucker to your auntie, you know what I'm talking about, mom, like everybody just know where everybody at, man. Your baby mama, you know what I'm talking about. The other bit, man, that should be dangerous, folks. It do. But on this memorable miles, not memorable miles, multiple miles Monday. You get what I'm saying, bruh? If you live long, you gonna have multiple miles, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? You gonna have multiple miles, man. Keep telling you, that's what they gonna remember you by. You know what I'm talking about? The miles you traveled on this motherfucker. The people you done came in contact with. You know what I'm talking about? I'm finna get up out of here. But they all, you know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about real life, man. They always Coffee Chronicle. You know what I'm talking about? They gonna have their opinion of bruh. They gonna always tell you the bad stuff. You know what I'm talking about? Remember, bruh, man. You know what bruh did, man? Bruh ain't scared to show the world who he is. You know what I'm talking about? So on my multiple miles, just put that one in there. Boy, that nigga with man, that nigga gonna show Art who he is. You know what I'm talking about? I'm just gonna give you a little story before I went up out here, cause they all, you know what I'm talking about. You always hear the other ones. You know what I'm talking about. But they ain't gonna never tell y'all, man. When bro was the only one that had common sense, when I didn't understand what was going on. See, we was in high desert, right? We came out. Be used to me. Loved ones in them and already got into it with a motherfucking library. You know what I'm talking about, man? These some of my multiple miles, you get what I'm saying? So I come out, we finna go to the gym. Now I'm just wondering why my you know what I'm talking about? A few of my people, I come outside, man, everybody got on beanies with that look. You know what I'm talking about? Everybody got on beanies with their hands in their pockets and shit. You know what I'm talking about? Coats on and shit. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on. So we walk into the gym. Man, now if I tell you what everybody else said, you know what I'm talking about? Everybody that had them beanies and them coats on and shit, oh, it was a cold conversation. You know what I'm talking about? I'm finna spinning my. It was a cold conversation. You know what I'm talking about? Because you know what I'm talking about? Bemused to me. I'm telling you, they had got into it in the library. So when it was time to go to the jail, they was just ready to go. They was ready to finish it. Man, when the people told me what was going on, bro, it just didn't make no sense to me. You get what I'm saying? I said, bro, that don't even make no sense. You get what I'm saying? Because really wasn't nobody in violation. You get what I'm saying? It was just a disagreement. Plus, like I said, we was in high desert out here. You know what I'm talking about? And it was some more people from back our way, and that just didn't make no sense to me, man. You know what I'm talking about? So I just went on and told the people, bro, you know what would make the most sense? All motherfucker got to do is just stop fucking with each other, bro. You get what I'm saying? What y'all talking about, that shit didn't make no sense to me. You get what I'm saying? With nobody in violation. It was just a disagreement. You know what I'm talking about? A misunderstanding, man. It was a misunderstanding, man. You know what I'm talking about? So guess what happened? Everybody just went their own separate ways. You know what I'm talking about? But guess what I could have did? I could have just said something else, man. That thing could have went a whole nother way. But I ain't gonna never tell you that, man. I ain't gonna never tell you that, but I will. You know what I'm talking about, man? You gotta tell your own story sometime. You just do, man. But yo, man, I ain't gonna never tell you all that, man. You know what I'm talking about? Because it ain't always about no rah and let's go get them and proving it ain't, man. Sometimes y'all could just go y'all separate ways. Ain't nobody got to get hurt. Ain't got no bloodshed, nothing. You know what I'm talking about? You could just go your separate ways. You can't, man. Remember, only you could prevent forest fires, man. And if you don't remember nothing else, always remember it don't cost nothing. Just to show a little bit of that love.